Good morning, Trucker Todd here, and time for another video. In today's video, we're going to ask a viewer question, or answer a viewer question regarding what made me begin to do lease purchase to begin with, when I started, where I worked, things along those lines. So that's going to be today's topic, but before we jump into that, things are going to change a little bit on the channel. Because I've hit 1,000 subscribers, some things have changed with YouTube, and so a lot more doors have opened, a lot more opportunities are available to me, and because of that, I hope you guys will continue to subscribe, like the videos, things like that. But instead of going through the big spiel and telling you every way that you could help the channel out, I'm just going to put it in the description below. And it's going to be constantly evolving as the channel grows. So I would encourage you, you don't have to do it every day, but periodically check down in the description below for information and ways that you could also help the channel. And so let's fire up the music and get into today's topic. Here we go.
And this is why I do this, why I'm out here, why I keep that hammer down, flying by these road signs with home on my mind, with these wheels turning round for my family and for my kids, for this life I wanna live. And this is why I do this.
All right, I want to apologize for the bad lighting too. I've been fiddling with it, trying to get it better, but as you can see, there's a shadow behind me, and I did the best I could for this video. So my very first lease purchase I did was back in 2001. It was actually the second company I'd ever worked for is related to transportation or trucking. I'm gonna adjust my seat a little here. And it was Prime. Now you guys know that I did 4.5 years with Swift Transportation. I did about a year of over the road, and then I got a home everyday dedicated opportunity. And after a while, after 4 years of it and everything, I wanted to try something a little more challenging. And at the time, Swift had a lease purchase program. They were one of the first companies to come out with one, but in the beginning they wanted like $10,000 down, and I think later they reduced it to $2,500, and now I think you can get a truck with them with no money down. But anyway, that's another subject. But anyway, Prime Inc. out of Springfield, Missouri was offering a no money down lease purchase. Now they were a little bit different back then than they are now. You had to be an experienced driver and things like that. I don't even think they had company drivers back then, but I wanted to do their lease for several reasons, and I'll share those with you. This shouldn't be too long of a video. For one, there's just a mystique, something about owning your own truck that I think almost every driver at some point in their driving career considers. The equipment was nicer. I was driving a day cab at Swift because I was home every day, and I was getting a lot fancier truck. Now I've already done reviews on Prime, and I'm not going to review them in this video, but if there's a ton of questions, I can do it in a future video. But the other main factor was, back then you could still get health insurance with Prime. They had Blue Cross Blue Shield. So I didn't really lose a lot of benefits. I lost vacation time, and that was it. And so I don't remember if they had a 401k or some type of retirement. You got to remember, that's 2001. That's 20 years ago. But the other big factor was, at the time, there wasn't a lot going on in West Texas where I lived, Lubbock, Texas. And it was hard to get home. And companies would regulate your home time, and I guess they still do. But I was living in Colorado City for the Swift deal, Colorado City, Texas, that is, and I wanted to move back to Lubbock, and there just weren't a lot of opportunities to do that. And so being an owner-operator with Prime gave me the freedom to go home, I wouldn't say when I wanted, but for as long as I wanted to. Now, with Prime, you guys already know, we're not going to get into it in this video, their truck payments are high. On their current trucks, it's about twice what I pay for this one at Dart. And so that was the nutshell problem with Prime. You could make decent money, but if you ever even thought about going home, you were going to be in the hole for several weeks. Now, there's side two to this coin too. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I researched it for about 2 years prior to doing it. I talked to a lot of drivers, but I ran it more, trying to think how to explain it. I had a lot of business knowledge because I had taken DECA in high school, but I ran it more like a company driver trying to run a business instead of like a business owner trying to turn a profit. So while I made decent money for the time, a lot of weeks it was $800 to $1,200 a week, which in the early 2000s wasn't bad money out here. But I could have made probably significantly more if I ran it more like a business. And I had a lot of personal problems at home, and so that also contributed. My first marriage was falling apart, and I knew it, and I was trying to save that and trying to be an owner-operator at the same time, and it just didn't work very well. And so that's why when I did my video series on how to be successful in a lease purchase, one of them talked about family stability and stable home life and having a supportive spouse if you're married or living with somebody or something like that. But you know, and some of it was maturity. Let's see, in 2001 I would have been mid-20s, and so almost 30. I would have been, I was born in 72, I'd have been 28, 29. And from that perspective, I partied a lot. I had a real good time out here, and I didn't treat it as seriously as what I do now. And I've learned a lot since then. You know, guys will say to me, well, I wish I could do what you're doing. I wish I was making what you're making. And they don't realize, you know, my dad said it best. I saw him a couple of weeks ago. He said, it was a long time coming. And, you know, it was. This didn't happen overnight. I built up to this. I worked hard for this. And nobody sat it in my lap or gave me anything. My truck's regenning. Sorry for the extra noise. But anyway, now I'm reaping the benefits. I'm really happy, and things are going really good. And the downside to that is making videos for you guys is really tough sometimes because I'm not fighting with Dart. My truck's not breaking down anymore. We did have those couple of hiccups, but we got them fixed, and things are going really good. But like I say, there's a lot more coming to this channel. We're really soon going to have a members deal where you can join a club. You'll get exclusive content, you'll get the videos before anybody else does, and things like that. And so I can't wait to show y'all all the things that are coming, and I want to thank all of y'all for being with me through all of this. And I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Y'all have a great Monday, and we'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.